So we have officially reached the end of summer. It is September, well, the first weekend of September, so Labor Day weekend. And here we are, looking at the garden, listening to hummingbirds getting into fights. I've managed to get 2 ripe tomatoes off of the tomato plant, so not too bad. As you can see, there's a bunch more that are getting ready. I've harvested 2 of the 6 cabbages, and the sunflowers that were planted by all of the raccoons and blue jays are doing amazing. And this crazy green bean was supposed to be a bush green bean, but as you can see over there, it decided it wanted to be a vine green bean. So, you know, we'll just let it do what it wants to do. That's fine. The jalapenos are doing really good. I've actually harvested 3 of them, but I'm trying to be patient and wait until at least a couple of them become red, because I do want to have some red ones. The lettuce is, I mean, I've still got a little bit of lettuce left, but as you can see, I probably should have watered a little bit more. I think I'm going to be harvesting the carrots this week. I pulled almost all the turnips. I got a couple more that, if you see, you can see their little purple shoulders right there. Kind of awesome. So yeah, that's done really, really good. And the strawberry bed, not so much. I think I'm going to have to put some sort of netting over the top of it. The idea to keep the deer out was great, but I think that the chipmunks were having far too much fun planting things for me. And then the little brats, they kept going in. Sorry about the weeds. I have not been out here weeding. But the little chipmunks would go in. They would see a strawberry that probably was like a day away from being ripe, rip it off the plant, take 1 bite of it, and then just leave it. I think I would have been absolutely more okay with them eating the berry. But no. Are they going to eat the berry? No, they're not. So, yeah. With it being the last weekend of summer, there's been a lot of activity on the lake. We actually had, it's been actually kind of hot today, which is unusual considering all last week I thought I was going to freeze to death. So we've had a return to summer for the last weekend of summer. And it's nice. I can hear people playing in the lake and just having a good old time. I'm kind of surprised that the geese haven't been by. Both of the goose families still show up, not quite as often as they were. And they come up and they ask for food. And it's very, very cute. And, yeah, it's really funny now because the goslings, the babies, are the same size and they look exactly the same as the adults do, except they're still making baby noises. So you'll see this whole gaggle of geese, and some of them are going beep, 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 and the other ones are honking, and it makes me laugh. So, yeah. Question, did anybody go out and see the super blue moon? I didn't get any pictures of it, but I did go out and see it. It was kind of like a giant flashlight that shined in my window that night. It was kind of cool. It didn't look any bigger than normal to me, but it did look a lot brighter. I don't know that I'm ready for fall, but as you can see by the trees over there, they're starting to change. I'm really not ready for winter. I'm never actually ready for winter. I just saw a little fish down in there. And of course he's gone. Because of course he is. But yeah, even the lily pads are starting to change colors, which is kind of the reliable sign of fall. We didn't have too many lilies this year. Lots of lily pads, but not so many lilies. So exciting, and hopefully it will stay warm enough. Let's go up and look at my apples and plums. There's a very upset squirrel. Silly babies. Oh, I might take you into the garage too and show you the cool stuff, the cool windows that I got from one of my neighbors who knows that I'm into painting windows. I now think I have more than enough windows to keep me occupied all winter. In fact, I might have enough to keep me occupied for about 10 winters. It's so funny. The plum trees, and I don't know if they're supposed to be every other year, but it seems like every other year a different plum tree decides that it's going to fruit. But yeah, I don't know if you can see them, but I've got apples on the tree. They're not red yet, but they're getting there. And I've picked them green before. They aren't as good. And then I've got plums that are just starting to turn purple. So this tree is fairly loaded, and last year it had nothing on it. That tree, let me see if I can actually zoom so you can actually see, has also got plums on it. So I'm going to have to think of something to do with all these plums. Oh wow, I just now noticed that that branch over there is also fairly loaded. I don't think I've ever gotten that many plums. I need to remember and come out and pick them before before they all start falling to the ground, because ground plums are not nearly as good. So yeah, I'm gonna have apples, I'm gonna have plums. It should be pretty good. I'm kind of excited. I'll make something with them. This other tree did not get nearly as many apples, but it does have a couple that are already turning red way up at the top. I'm like, how am I supposed to get those? I mean, obviously, you get them by using a ladder. Silly. But yeah, that squirrel is still very upset. Anyway, I'll show you these windows that I got. Excuse the mess in the garage. I feel like I should always just put a disclaimer on these videos that says excuse the mess. I'm good at mess, not so good at clean. Alright, so this one I'm kind of excited about. It's not actually a window, it's a full-on door. I think that that would be really cool. I'm kind of thinking about getting some of that mirror paint and doing like about half of these parts as mirrors, or maybe I'll go like painting, mirror, chalkboard, or chalkboard, painting, painting, mirror, you know, kind of go all the way down like that. I also got these cool frames. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'll figure out something. You know, add a little bit of something to them, and they could actually be shelving units that maybe holds all of my painting supplies. Be kind of cool. And then this box is completely full of glass panes. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all this glass. I think I'll figure out something eventually. You know, I was so proud of my garage. I had it so clean last year. I'm going to have to get on it and clean it again. But I can still fit my car in here. My very, very dirty, dusty car. Whatever. Let's go bother a cat. I'm sure he really doesn't mind being bothered, right? I feel like since I've moved my reading setup, people don't get to see Mr. Parky nearly as often as they used to. They just get to hear him in the background running laps around the house. As you can see, he is napping and getting his energy ready so that he can do incredibly fast laps of the house and occasionally go into the basement and find a new friend. He did that again. He actually went downstairs, caught a mouse, brought it upstairs, and then let it go. Look at him. He doesn't even care. Cats are cute. All right. There are toe beans just for you. And a very sleepy kitty. He's a very cute kitty, though. And he's going to get my finger. Because kitties are silly. Anyway, that's been about it for the week. It's sort of been a boring week, but not terrible. So, thank you, as always, for listening to me babble and going on this tour. Enjoy your last Sunday in the official last weekend of summer, and I will see you guys later.